This Patrick Bet David guy is a problem for foundational black Americans. And we need to put our sights on him and get this dude out of here. We got to start getting to a place when you disrespect us, disrespect our icons in this country, and you a foreigner, right? You're not even from here. You got to go. This guy, he's holding the mirror up to the black community, the eldership of the black community, to show them how powerless they are. How can he come on here and make these statements about Martin Luther King, right, in regards to a Charlie Kirk and get away with it?
I want to get into is, do you want to go what Dave Chappelle said about Charlie Kirk?
Sure.
Let's go to that one. Can you play the clip about what Dave Chappelle said about Charlie Kirk? Here's Dave Chappelle. He said a lot of things this weekend. A lot of things. I don't know if you watch it or not, Vinny. Did you? How was it? It's okay.
It was. He's the best. The first thing I saw, he had a Kaepernick, the name Kaepernick on the back of his shirt. I'm like, what? Like Colin Kaepernick? With all due respect, give me a effing break. The guy whose career went through, like, let me grow my afro as big as possible and give me, come on.
Well, let's read the story.
And started hating on white people, and his parents are adopted white.
I'm actually with Vinny.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
bro,
play
what
this
are you
clip.
talking
Go ahead.
about?
And the whites were quick to say this. They said, Charlie Kirk is this generation's Martin Luther King.
Mo, can we play it or
On
no?
Netflix? Can we, hold on. I was going to say, can you play this? I don't know.
This is not the best.
No, no.
We can play a small clip.
What I'm saying
We
is
give
Netflix.
commentary
I don't know.
about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
I
want
don't
the
know.
kid to get taken down.
As long as we give commentary and
Oh,
talk.
we're gonna give
Okay,
commentary.
yeah,
Keep
we're
going.
talking. We're talking.
Yeah,
Hey, Netflix, don't take this down. We
Yeah.
want to give you guys promotion on Dave Chappelle. Come on, guys.
Yeah, that's a reach.
Saying that he's not
You know,
MLK.
they both got murdered in a terrible fashion. They both got in the net, but that's about where those similarities end.
Jeez.
Because Charlie Kirk is an internet personality. No, by design. Fundamentally, he can't function like Dr. King. Internet niggas are negative because they have to be. Because nobody will engage them unless they say makes them upset. That's Charlie Kirk.
Wow.
Could you
It's a
imagine
shame.
Dr.
This
King
is actually a shame. Okay, let him finish. Let him finish.
like Charlie Kirk? Smash that like button and subscribe. Follow me for more content like this. I believe all black people should be free. Change my mind.
It's crowded.
And see, these guys, they take umbrage with what Dave Chappelle was saying. But again, first thing like he said was he was attacking W people. You know, he was attacking W people. And again, they have this saying where W folks don't have to apologize for being white anymore, right? But this is the thing. You should never have to apologize. Now, when you say make America great again, right? Meaning make it what it was in the past tense, and then you don't have to apologize. Well, how did white folks behave in America in the past tense, right? So you believe that the only reason why the world is the way it is today because you as white folks is allowing it to be this way. And you having to dumb yourself down in order for everybody else to survive because you are the apex of everybody. That's what that means. Listen to me, y'all. Listen to me. I'm teaching, right? They believe that they have to be something that they're not so that way you can be. They have to be something that they're not so you can be, so you can achieve. So now they don't have, so now with the talking points they're using of old, they don't have to apologize for being themselves because they are natural conquerors. That's what they're saying. It's not my words. This is why I wore this for this video. This is me conquering Superman. Because when you were young, as a very impressionable kid, they gave you all the superheroes, and all the superheroes were W people, right? So I'm conquering that W supremacy in my mind, right? Superman got to go. That's right. That's right. But they wasn't finished.
Okay, go ahead, Adam.
Well, Dave Chappelle is just purely wrong about Charlie Kirk. I love Dave Chappelle. I've spent time with Dave Chappelle. I mean, he's, in my opinion, the greatest comedian, certainly of our generation. Chappelle's show was completely groundbreaking 20 years ago, dealing with politics and race relations and sexual relations, everything. Dave Chappelle pulls no punches. He's a free speech absolutist. He understands race and identity and culture, and he's a brilliant, brilliant guy. He's just dead ass wrong about Charlie Kirk. And to dismiss Charlie as just some internet person is, at the very least, uninformed. At the very most, just plain stupid, bro. Charlie Kirk was a monster, a giant in a political, social culture that thrives off social media. He's not a social media influencer like some OnlyFans chick or some kid that's just doing it for likes and clicks. He built a full-on coalition that helped Donald Trump win in 2024. So to dismiss that as some internet person is naive. And again, this is the whole thing. I'm not going to condemn Dave Chappelle or say that he's wrong about everything. Dave Chappelle's right about most things. He's just wrong about this thing.
Benny.
Yeah, just to...
I don't know if you caught what he just did right there.
I
What
definitely saw
What
that.
I do right there?
Well,
What did I do right there?
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Benny.
We saw what you did. But think about it.
You know what? I'm out of here, guys.
I
just
Go
really
use your
yeah,
restroom.
exactly.
Go ahead.
I got to go shoot outside.
No, by the way, him saying that he was internet and he was just spewing negative things, Charlie sat in front of college campuses and people all over the country and engaged because of their negative crap. He was the light. He was the positivity. So to compare, to say that, and mind you, yeah, Martin Luther King, it was Martin Luther King, I get it, civil rights and all that stuff, but to brush him off as some internet guy, and by the way, Dave Chappelle is another one of these guys that just has that victim mentality.
Yeah, and I mean, not only is he wrong about Kirk, but he's wrong about Martin Luther King too. He's painting Martin Luther King as if he walked on water and was holier than thou. Martin Luther King, not only he had like a ton of extramarital affairs where he was cheating on his wife.
But if you listen to these people, now this is how they disrespect our icons. Again, you gotta slay Superman, right? They want to make America great again, right? Superman is depicted as a W man. He's the Superman. What he says go. No. You see, and I got Wonder Woman on the side back there somewhere, because she can't believe that this Negro came down out of the spaceship and slayed Superman, right? But this is the thing, man. This is the thing. When you get to Stonewall Jackson and Jefferson Davis and all their icons, they put statues up of them and they revere these people. They even tell you that the founding fathers were your forefathers, knowing that they owned slaves. Like, these people see you as something beneath them, right? You see when he said Dr. King, so yeah, civil rights and all that. Oh yeah. They start talking about extramarital affairs that they never proved. Coretta never came out and said anything. They never proved it, right? Charlie Kirk went to college campuses prior to him getting unalive. He didn't have to worry. He didn't get stabbed. He didn't get hit in the head with bricks. He didn't go to places worried that some W folks may take his life. He wasn't out preaching. And while he's preaching, black folks is bombing churches, right? He never had to experience that kind of stuff. He wasn't under the tyranny, right, that Dr. King was under. The pressure. He wasn't jailed 100 times. Like, this stuff is a joke, man. This stuff is a joke, but we allow this kind of talk to fester. And I keep telling you, they're holding a mirror up to our community just to show you how powerless today's, not the elders of the past, today's elders are worthless. That's in politics, they're worthless because they don't have no power to stop it. This right here should be hate speech, and that whole channel should be off. You shouldn't get to talk about us. We should have equal protection under the law, and our image should be protected. This is blatant hate speech, but they're not done.
He was alleged to have assault take place. He was alleged to have done numerous plagiarism throughout his academic career. So, like, a lot of the stuff that he was saying and a lot of stuff that he had credit for, like, might have been BS. And he wasn't the person he painted himself as. You know, like where Kirk was like super Christian, super good guy. And you don't think if MLK was alive today, he'd be using the hell out of social media? Of course he would be. So
He'd be a live streaming machine.
Yeah, all day, every day,
playing video games and saying what he's saying. Yeah,
a menace today.
So these people are trying to socially engineer your minds to believe a lie because Dr. King has been unalive for so long, right? You tend to lose sight of what black people was actually going through during those times when and how dangerous it was for not just Dr. King but Medgar Evers, right? The Little Rock Nine, the bus boycott, what happened to Reese Teller. It was just so many different things that happened to us as a people. It happened to us as a people. And for them to even put this Charlie Kirk on there, so now they started to have disagreements amongst the table, right? They were having disagreements where some felt like they was going too far on Dr. King, and then Patrick Bet-Davis, he made a stupid bet. And now this guy, he needs to be deported back to his country. They lucky I'm not the commander in chief because he need to be deported back to his country because all he does is do hate speech on black Americans. Why do these people why are they even speaking on us? We way over here minding our business. Why are we the topic of the conversation? Why is the foundational black American, the African American, the colored, the Negro, all these different names we have, why are we the topic? Why are they always talking about us? I mean, it's a joke. Check it out.
He would be. But by the way, in my opinion, I want to go to the next story. My opinion, they both have a massive impact. Martin Luther King is a painting. I have a painting of him in my house that he's in. He's one of the only 8 characters in that painting that I have. But to me, Charlie Kirk is bigger than Martin Luther King. Period. Charlie Kirk, there's 4,600 hours of him. There's only about 4,200 hours of MLK speaking. You talk about the personal life, even if you go watch some of his documentary, if you type in just type in Dead Mentors as the painting. That's what you got to type. If you go look at some of his documentaries and what he's done, Dead Mentors, not the Dude Romney, Dead Mentors.
Dude Romney.
There you go. That's a go to images and you'll see it. So, no, but to me, Charlie Kirk, what he did is a lot tougher. Much bigger. I wouldn't say much tougher because MLK, what he did at his time was tough. But Charlie Kirk made a massive, massive impact. MLK, peaceful protest, the things that he did. Selma followed the story very closely. But I just think Charlie's legacy is going to be bigger long-term than MLK's. My opinion. I think Charlie's legacy is going to be not 2 times, 100 times bigger than MLK's long term, simply because there's more stuff that's documented with Charlie than there was with MLK.
I don't know if Charlie's going to end up being bigger than MLK. Regardless, to me, MLK, Charlie Kirk, some of the greatest Americans to ever live. You only try to assassinate the people who are the people moving the needle. Abraham Lincoln, JFK, what they try to do to Trump, MLK. So what I'm saying, our friend Brandon over here basically only listed the negative about MLK.
Because he said he was perfect.
Okay, who said he's perfect?
Dave Chappelle did.
Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, but he made him sound like he was perfect.
Okay, but to only highlight the negatives of MLK is doing a disservice to MLK and the country.
All right, let's go
He
to
was
the
one of
next
the greatest
thing,
Americans
guys.
ever.
FBA, we got to get on Patrick Bet-David's bumper, man. He can't get away with that. Now, you see how when the other W guys start speaking up for Dr. King, because he knows, see, this is the thing. All those people up there are soulless. That one guy got a half a soul, and he know he was wrong. He know he was wrong. God somewhere spoke to him and said, nah, man. He knows Charlie Kirk he's not even close to being far away to being close to being around. He's not even in the stratosphere of Dr. King. And that W man that was talking knew it. And that's why he said, how come you try to highlight all the negative things that we really can't prove, right? Instead of talking about his work. And when you did, you tried to marginalize it, right? And then Patrick David wanted to cut the conversation and move on. Now, this is a foreigner, right? He's here based off the work Dr. King and my grandparents did. He's here becoming the best version of himself because they would have called him a saying, you know what? You know what? Ain't like Iranian or Iraqi or whatever he is, right? But this guy's a staunch racist of black people, man. Of black people. And I don't understand how these so-called political pundits, these black folks that say that they speak for the black community is still allowing this guy to function. Right? I bet you they won't say nothing about that protected class. I bet you they won't say nothing about their icons. I bet you they won't say nothing about the survivors that survived in that atrocity that happened over there in that foreign country. I bet you they won't say nothing about their icons, right? But yet and still, what happened to us on this soil, they can say something about us, and these powerless, spineless black leaders do nothing about it. And you wonder why the youth is out of control. They don't respect y'all because you're powerless. You wonder why you have so many coons, because a lot of our people have no hope. They don't think things will change, so they run over to what they think the winning side is, because our leadership sucks. How was he able to do this? How was they able to even come and compare a Charlie Kirk to a Dr. King and don't be afraid to do it and get away with doing it? And you wonder why we want to delineate and separate. And if you ain't upset about that, then something wrong with you. I don't want you around me. You're not my kind. You're not my people. Because this is blatant hate speech and disrespect. Blatant. But y'all gotta let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think, man. You got to slay that Superman in your brain, man. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. You see that sword right there? That's the FBA sword right there, man. That FBA sword got the power to change. It got the power of everything in it. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.